Society always taught women to sacrifice for the men, always be kind for the men, always use their own whole energy to the man, which makes women to lose their ambitions and lose their energy, lose their health, and so on. So
Hey, beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Maria David, and thank you all so much for tuning in today's video. Today's video very interesting. We're talking about two things. 4B movement has been upgraded. There are now level to this movement. So there's 5B movement and there's 6B movement. So it's either you join the 4B or you join the 6B or you join the 5B. If you don't understand the BBBs that we're talking about, see, throughout last year, right? There's this movement that South Korean people started, 4B movement, and this was something that they were doing in their country. The 4 B's, like B in 4 places, stand for something in their language that I cannot pronounce, right? But then it means no marriage with men, no smacks, no dating, no children. Yeah. So it came to West and everybody's talking about it. Everybody was like, you know what, we need to do these things. And they started that in South Korea because men are showing them pepe where they are. When I say these men are dangerous worldwide, I'm not capping. That is why in South Korea, the birth rates is so low that the governments are like, what is going on? Anyways, there's another level, which is the 6B and the 5B, which makes sense. Anyway, let me read this video for you all to watch to the end, and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video. That is the first video. We'll talk about the second video after the first one.
hello guys, today I'm gonna talk about 4B, 5B, and 6B movement that is happening in South Korea. I know there are a lot of international women who are starting to join the 4B movement. I want to explain about 5B and 6B, which is really helpful for women to continuously do the 4B movement. So the 4B movement, I know that I already explained to you guys, but I will briefly talk about it. So 4B is 4 B's, B which means by not. 4B, what first one would be not having a date with the man, not having a sex with the man, not having a baby with the man, not having marriage with the man. This is a 4B movement that which helps women to get off from the patriarchy system, get off from the highly misogynistic culture. And also there are already been talked about the 6B in South Korea, and the 6B is with all the 4B we already talked about, and the B with the P 소비, which means by not spending money for the product with the pink text, not spending the money with the cosmetic, not spending the money for the for your even with the webtoon in the movies, in your those stuffs that helps women to earn their own money, helps women to buy the car, helps women to buy the house, so that women could get off from the man. And finally, B helps B. This is P to B in Korean, so this means by the one who are doing the 4B, 5B, 6B movement, the one who are doing 4B movement helps other women who are doing the 4B movement. So this is important. It is because women is always have problem with the money, with their status, with their security, with their safe. So that is because women is minority, women is discriminated by the patriarchy system. So we should help each other. We should help it. This does not mean women always help others. That is not a thing. If women helps everyone, women will end up with using all their money from their pocket. This is talking about women helps the other women who are doing 4B movement, the other women who are struggling of doing the 4B movement. That is the meaning of B helps B. and this was the 6B. There are already a lot of South Korea like feminists who are doing on the 6Bs. And also nowadays there are something new coming up as considering as a 5B. It is 비대응. 비대응. 대응 means by responding. So not responding to the man, not responding to the incels. This is the new conversation. Also there are same meaning as 무토바. This is shortened word from 무료 talking bar. So the 무료 is free. So this means by free talking bar. Do not give a free talking bar to the man. That is because if you give the free talking bar to the man, you are always gonna be distracted. The man will always try to convince you to stop the 4B movement. And also, if you talk with the man, that makes men to live longer. There are a study that men lives longer if women talk with them, and the men who will talk with women a longer time. So that is reason why we have to stop talking with the men. But why they live long? It is because the society always taught women to sacrifice for the men, always be kind for the men, always use their whole energy to the men, which makes women to lose their ambitions and lose their energy, lose their health, and so on. So it is important for women to stop giving men a free talking bar. So for me, what I do for the free talking, like preventing from free talking bar, I delete all of the man's reply as soon as I see it. As soon as I see the reply that is relevant to my video, I just delete it. That is because we should not be distracted by the man. We should not. We only talks with women. We only talks with the person who are on the same line. This is important because even though just a single talk, if it becomes larger and larger, if the incels know that, oh, this person is actually giving us a free talking bar, they will come more and more, and that will make women to that will like prevent women to keep moving on the 4B movement. So this is really important. So I hope you guys see this my video and understand more how to do the 4B movement. I am currently doing the 4B movement. I am doing this as I'm not gonna have a sex with men. I'm not gonna date with men. I'm not gonna have a child with men, and I'm not gonna have a marriage with a man. That is because I am an ambitious woman. I wanna have a job in that job that paid me back a lot, and that means I want to like force all my energy to improve myself as a success woman, not using all my energy to the man. So this is all I want to talk to you guys. So if you guys have any question about 4B or 5B or 6B movement, you guys could give me comments about it. I could definitely talk about it. And also I want to say that even it is hard for you to do all of this, even doing the partially is really helpful for yourself and for the all of the women. Like for example, let's say you are a divorced woman and you have like a child. You can still do like not meeting a man. You could still do not getting a marriage again. It could happen. So, and also helping B helps B. This is so easy one. You could always help the one who are doing the 4B movement. You can help and you can give your strength. You can like teach. You can be a mentor. There are various ways that we could help the women who are doing the 4B movement. So this is all for you guys, and I hope everyone liked this video, and I hope like international women and South Korean women could enjoy the 4B movement so that we could become women who get into the level of the high position and help other women as well. Thank you.
Lots of women, ladies, are so excited This video, I went to comment section and we were like, oh, there are levels to this shit. Oh yeah, we have to join this somewhere. Like I think I'm already in the 5B. Some were saying I want to join the 6B. So basically the 5B is we're not going to give them our energy. You know, this man will come here and put in comments. I see some of them in the comment section. In fact, somebody has mentioned it in my comment section to tell me, Maria, I should try to filter this comment from this man that just comes to my comment section and drop some things that sometimes they don't feel safe with those comments. So these men usually leave comments to these videos talking about 4B movements, and they always just want to say something. And when you give them your energy, you start responding and all of that. They sometimes you might want to get into your head, or you might even your in fact the fact that you release your energy to them is a waste. Is a waste already. And yes, it's difficult for some of us to join the movement, right? It's not compulsory. Every woman joins the movement, but you can support the movement. You can support the movement in your own way. And even if you want to join the 4B movement, you might not want to do everything. You can support. You can just do like 2B, 3B. It depends on your capacity. Nobody's forcing anybody to join the movement. It is just something to make women have power over some things, right? I'm actually super excited that the bees are expanding. Yeah. Hopefully the 5B and the 6B goes viral again, and just like the 4B, hopefully. I hope it does, because this 4B movement, I feel like almost everybody's talking about, almost everybody knows what 4B movement is, and we are still talking about it because I used to see comment on my post and people like hashtag 4B movement. I'm like, yeah, that's why we choose the bear. Yeah, interesting. What is your take on this new movement? Is it something you can join? Is it something that makes sense? Is it something that can stay just like the 4B? Let us know that in the comment section. In fact, the 4B movement, when it was viral and all of that, people were saying in my comment section, women were like, I was doing this already. Oh, so there's a name to it. Like everybody, most women are already prioritizing themselves. They don't want to even put men in the situation anymore. They're like, I don't even have sex with men anymore. I don't want to marry them. I don't want to have children. So the 4B movement was already something some people were, you know, some things women were already participating inside, and but then there was no name to it until South Korean women came out to talk about it. Moving on into the second video, and the second video is a question: what is the greatest commitment? Having children or getting married? Which one is the greatest of the greatest of the greatest? Which one are you going to enter that will come out is fire? Some people are saying it's marriage. Some people are saying it's children. There was a video I saw, and one woman was like, the greatest regret or something, or the greatest, or no, the worst thing that can happen to a woman is choosing a wrong partner. That a woman can have kids for a wrong man, but living with that man or marrying that man might be the worst thing that has ever happened to her. Why some people will say, no, that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is having kids for that man. So which for you? Is it marriage or children? Let me know that in comment section. Let me know this video for you all to watch to the end, and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Okay, so what do you think is a bigger commitment, marriage or a baby?
Marriage, because a baby you could just leave.
Would you leave?
Yeah, builds character development. They can be in the NBA when they grow up. Single moms do better statistically.
God save the youth. God save every one of us. Because with thoughts like this, future generations are in fact doomed. For damn sure doomed. But not on my watch. A PSA for all my younger ladies out there. Having children is a way bigger commitment than marriage. Children are forever. Husbands can become ex-husbands. At least when they are your husbands and you have their babies, there is a legal ramification for leaving you with those children, provided, of course, that the man isn't completely dusty. But even then, he'll have a legal requirement to look after those children with you, regardless of whether it's in separate homes or not. And I know this is probably a skit, But unless the man that left you with those kids is 6'9" and you yourself are towering over 6 foot, I wouldn't post my hopes on the NBA. Requiring marriage before children filters out all the men who just want to make you their child's mother. Don't do it to yourself. Don't let the anchorman catch you. Don't be a slow learner.
Which is the greatest commitment for you, marriage or children? For me, yeah, marriage is a very big commitment. Is a very big commitment for me personally. If marriage was treated the way it's supposed to be treated, if men are not being manipulative, if they are not changing the rules, marriage is a very easy to me it's the greatest commitment. But the way marriage is now, yeah, the way marriage is, even if you get married to this person, because I saw the comment section on that video, someone was like, "Oh, that is why I wait till I marry before I have kids." See, even if you wait till you marry before you have kids, does not mean the man will not leave you. So marriage is no longer a commitment to these men anymore. It's just like maybe a transaction or something. It's not really something they want to hold tight, right? So that is why most of them are not faithful. Most of them will just do so many things that would want you to divorce. So for me, marriage is a great commitment. But the way marriage is now, mm-mm. But you see, having kids, one thing I fear about having kids is you might be stuck with that partner forever. So even if you're not married to the person, you are stuck with the person, especially if the person wants to be involved in this child's life. Not all father want to be involved in their child's life. Some of them just want to get you pregnant and run away or just ignore you. Then come back 10 years later and tell you, where is my child? Anyway, having children for these men will get you stuck with them forever. If you're married and you have kids for them, you are practically stuck because it's very difficult. Maybe I'm just saying from where I'm from, yeah. You see women that easily leave marriages, that women that don't have kids for their husband, they don't have kids yet. Maybe the marriage is still young or they cannot reproduce due to medical issues. It's easier for them to just leave the marriage with, in fact, divorce, going to the courts to do your divorce processing and everything. It's very easy without kids. But the moment kids are involved, family members will be on your head. Think about the children, manipulators, emotionally will blackmail you and tell you you cannot leave your children, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. And you see, some women will tell you, I want to take all my kids away. And because I want to take all my kids away, I don't have enough money yet. You see them still being stuck in that unprogressive marriage. And men actually use children intentionally to tie women down in a relationship. So even if they don't want to marry you, some of them will make sure you get pregnant just for you to be stuck with them. In fact, even if they are married to you, they tell themselves, get your wife pregnant, just get her pregnant. She's going to stay like all her mouth that she's running. She'll calm down. They really use it to, tame women. They use it as a punishment for their wives. So yeah, I say marriage is the greatest commitment for me. But then when you're married, do not say because I am married, you will just open your legs and open your womb and start having kids. That should not guarantee you having children for these men. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you still have at the back of your head that I can be a single mom one day, or I might be a single mom one day, or if this guy decides to leave me, or he could follow another woman, or he just gets on a life, anything that can happen, right? We see what happens. We see some will come and say, after 15 years, after 20 years of marriage, this is what he did to me. It might not happen in the first 12 years. It might be later on in the years of the marriage. So when you want to have kids, even though you're married, don't make marriage a gateway for you must have kids. You getting married does not automatically mean you must have children for that man, or you must have children at all, because anything can still happen. So when you're having, usually tell people, when you want to have a child for a man, especially the one that you're married to, still think that, can I raise this child alone? Do I really want this child, or I'm doing it for a man? Can I handle the whole situation, handle the whole, roller coaster with children alone? If anything happens, when it's 5 years time and this guy say, I am no longer doing anything again, am I going to dump the child? All these are the conversations you have with yourself. So men can be very supportive in the beginning, and later on they stop being supportive. We know the way these men behave. You need to learn the way these men behave and expect things, so that when it happens, you just smile and be like, expected, you move on. So having kids is also a great commitment, because you are stuck with a partner forever, especially the one that wants to frustrate you, especially the one that has more money than you and knows that you like those children. They really want to frustrate you and want to use the children to blackmail you. You see some men or some women crying, my husband want to take the kids away from me, I cannot leave my children for him, that is why I'm stuck here. They are not happy because the man has more money and can win the custody of the children. It's not that these men can take care of the children, it's just to punish you. That is what they enjoy. They enjoy seeing you sad, they enjoy seeing you suffer, especially when they have that control. So it's very difficult to pick, but then I will still choose marriage as the greatest one. So if you marry wrong, your life can be on hold, your life can change. Yes, you can divorce. Yes, you can divorce, but you cannot undo children. Yeah, I know that. But maybe I actually see kids as the greatest commitment as well. I don't know, I'm confused. The two sometimes confuse me, and I don't even know which one. I don't know. But I feel like one thing happened before the other, which is marriage. So if you miss, or if you do the wrong step, or you miss the first step, definitely the second one is a disaster. I feel like that's how my brain works when it comes to that decision. I really love to hear your own thoughts down in the comment section. Which is a greater commitment, marriage or having kids? Can you share your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully? Thank you all so much for joining in today's video. We talked about 4B, 5B, 6B movement, and now we're talking about the greatest commitment. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully as always. And thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your girl Maria David, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.